Even now, the smell it's like dissipating almost. It's getting a lot less. You can see these devices on the other side of the room. And you guys have full reign of the room. There are 3 police officers in there. There's 2 dead bodies on the ground. One of them is riddled with 45 caliber submachine gun bullets. The other guy appears to have been shot with probably both a pistol and a shotgun.
Man, to hell with those guys. They killed my friend.
Yeah, there's a couple of scatter guns on the floor next to them. And there are blast marks where they apparently were shooting at the police. And you can actually take a look around this room if you so desire at this point. The officer, Chief Constable White, looks to you and he's like, he looks shaken as well and says, "All right, you 2 get to explain to me what the hell's going on here. So go to it, investigators."
A monster. It's a monster room.
It's a monster room. Okay.
This is where they must make.
So here you go. Actually, what we can do is you guys can actually, you got the run of this lab.
Okay, we need to look for.
You showed up at area 1A. Kaitlyn and Logan, the first thing that you notice when you actually have a chance to walk in, look around, and kind of like take your time looking, is there's apparently another one of those symbol things on the wall, a few feet over from the first one. Okay?
Cool.
You didn't notice it the first time, Kaitlyn, because you immediately were basically assaulted as you walked into the room.
Yeah.
Number 2 is that spring-fed pool. There's like a pool of water over there. 3 is a device where 4 is the generators, and they hook. It looks like a real wide, like an exhaust pipe is coming from the generators and hooks to this device, which is number 3 that you don't recognize, but that has metal grills on it. 5 is a big oil tank that's also connected to all the generators, which the way they're running, this room should have no air in it. They should be putting off a ton of fumes that would pretty much make this place inhospitable immediately. As you go around the corner and you see 6 is where there are a couple of, there's like 3 cots over there and some, it looks like a little living area. Chief Constable White tells you that's where the men were when they came in the room that had attacked them. 7 appears to be from the edge, from where you're standing, where you're looking at where the guys were living. It looks like a stained glass mosaic of some kind, but you can't get a good look at it until you walk around the front of it. 8 appears to be another lab. It reminds you of the lab that was outside at a distance. And 9 is a large collection of equipment, capacitors, electrical control banks. There's a bathtub-like vat with a parabolic mirror above it, a series of metal tanks at its head, and one of the containers is much larger than the others. So, what do you guys want to do?
I'm interested in that mosaic.
Okay. You're having trouble moving. The floor is not like super flat. It's like a cave.
I searched the lab for any notes.
Okay, you're heading for the lab. The mosaic. It is 15 feet high and 10 feet across. Okay. In the center is a circular piece of glass, a very large circular piece of glass. And as you look at the circular piece of glass, it looks like it's looking into another chamber. It appears to be a carved stone chamber containing bizarre monstrosities resembling rigid barrels with tentacles springing out of their tops and bases. They have wings. There are eye stalks on top, 5 of them, in a circle with eyes all the way around. They are carrying convoluted pieces of metal and move around a gigantic glass globe in which floats a shuddering, pulsating piece of phosphorescent black flesh. Make a sanity check, please.
Okay. My pleasure.
You want to make this one. You really want to make this one. Oh, that's actually getting more than
68
out of
62.
Oh no!
Oh no!
No! Logan, I'm rolling a lot of dice. I'm rolling the wrong dice.
Is that that mosaic? 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62. 62.
No, that's not good. Okay, 19 points of sanity loss for seeing this horrible
19.
scene.
40,
Yeah, that's shocking and terrifying to you. And I need you to make me an idea check. You want to fail this. You want to roll high.
I did roll high.
You rolled over your idea?
Yeah.
All right. You do not go temporarily insane. It is a terrible sight. And the creature that is in there walking around, you're not going to get sick. It's not like gross. It's like mind-shattering. Obviously. The creatures are walking around. This is like, and you realize that this isn't, from looking at the mosaic, the pieces that are not in that circular one, all you can see behind that is wall. That room doesn't exist behind this. It's almost like you're looking through another portal or something to some awful, horrible alien place.
Oof. You guys gotta get a look at this.
You don't want people to look at it, dude. You've just been shocked to your core. You lost a lot of sanity from that, and you realize, you know what I mean? I mean, this mentally hurts you to look at. But you can't stop looking.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Whatever they're doing is they're working on something. They're apparently working on this thing in this giant glass globe, this formless, shapeless blob. So while you try to adjust to that, Kaitlyn, the chemistry lab, right? That's what you're looking at. You're looking for notes essentially. You're not finding any notes. You are noticing that a lot of the vials and stuff with chemicals and stuff in them are not marked like, you know, potassium, nitrogen, or that kind of stuff. Instead, they're things like mummy dust, corpse tallow, witch's blood, myrrh, salamander bile, star of Mercury. It looks more like an alchemist's lab to you than a chemical lab.
Straight up friggin' witch shit.
Yeah, exactly. In one lock, there's a locked cabinet with 4 large glass vials that are labeled. One says Proto-Shoggoth Catalyst. The other says Cellular Accelerator. Another says Mood Flattener. And the last one says Cellular Solvent, which you recognize from what Jeffrey taught you guys.
Okay, so we.
Are you getting warm?
I'm warm.
Yay.
Much better.
Alright, I'm going to turn these heaters off. We can leave that one on so you'll stay warm.
Yeah. I'm
It
not
only
a
took
cold
3
person.
4 hours.
I'm not-
Okay, I'm sorry, what were you going to say?
Well, I don't find any notes.
No, you don't find any like notes or anything like that.
Well, this is weird, you guys. We can't find notes.
Dr. Strong is coming in too. He's kind of tagging on with you for the moment. And Smith's coming as well. They both look shaken by coming through the portal.
Can I go investigate that machine?
Yeah. Yeah, it's exactly what I said. There are vats. There's a bathtub like that, parabolic mirrors above it. Looks like there's ways for electricity and energy to come be like shunted into it. There's one large container that seems to be larger than the rest. Yeah, it's totally alien looking to you as far as what it could even possibly be for. You're done looking at that window if you want to be, Logan.
Yeah, sorry, I just had to reply back.
No, that's okay. That's okay because it wasn't at a point where you needed to be. You can reply. What do you want to do? I'm assuming it's going to take you a little while to kind of look over the stuff carefully.
Yeah.
So I looked at the big mosaic.
Yeah, and it was awful. Certain things should not exist, and those do, apparently. Those look real.
I guess I'm just gonna wheel slowly to the detectives and say, I think there's like a portal to a terrible monster dimension over there, to be honest. And if we don't stop something in this lab, I feel like those guys are gonna be unleashed upon this world.
Then stop something in the lab. Go ahead.
We should probably
Right?
destroy these generators.
You're still wearing a suit too.
Yeah.
You know what you're doing. So the generators.
Yeah.
Well, and you also notice the generators are also hooked up to the lights. So keep that in mind. It'll be pitch black in here if you shut the generators.
Okay. Well.
Well, they're just gasoline generators. We could just turn them off.
Yeah. Is there anything connected to the mosaic at all?
No, nothing is. There's no electric lines or anything.
Hmm.
It's like for you, it's like television, Logan.
Yeah.
But there's no way that television doesn't exist yet, really,
Yeah.
except on a screen like this big.
I'm
And
kind of tempted to break the mosaic, but I don't
If
know
you want to.
if that would unleash.
Correct. You can make an occult check or a Cthulhu Mythos check.
Yeah.
Do you have either of those? You didn't go temporarily insane, so your Cthulhu Mythos is probably 0.
My cult check is just 5%.
Yeah, you can make an attempt. You can make a roll.
I've made incredible rolls.
Make a roll. Caitlin, tell me if you make it or not. Caitlin, you haven't found anything that you can recognize over there.
Dang.
There's still a safe.
Oh,
That's the wrong die. Reroll that one. Reroll
Can we
both.
go back and check the safe? Can I go back and check?
Yeah, you can. You can walk in and out of
Do
this
like
room.
BRB.
Did you make it?
What?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, 4.
Oh, 4. Or 5.
Okay. If it is a gate, no. Either way, if you destroy it, it should just shut it down.
Cool.
That's what you think.
Alright, then guys, we should probably destroy that mosaic first. Like,
Okay. You hear him say this, Caitlin. What mosaic? Let me look at it.
you guys don't want to look it
What
straight into that
mosaic?
thing. Cause
Yeah, tell me about it. Mel looked at it.
it's pretty terrifying.
Or not Mel. He says Jack or somebody. I can't remember the names that I threw out. I should have written that.
So,
Yeah, Jack looked at it. I had to send him back.
so I would just like unload on that mosaic, guys, and bring that thing down before anything.
Can't we just like bust it up with a hammer?
Hammer, machine gun, Tommy gun, shotgun.
Firing a machine gun in this kind of enclosed space, if we don't have a soft target, could be very dangerous.
I see. And yeah, let's just
Choo, choo, choo,
throw,
choo.
throw some rocks at it.
Okay. Well, they have billy clubs.
Yeah. let's
Okay.
Break that. Break that shit
Caitlin,
up, boys.
you've noticed movement coming from the mosaic. Did you want to go look at it?
He said don't look at it.
Yes, he
I
did. You
trust
did hear him
him.
say, "Don't look at the mosaic." You did mention that.
I
so-
trust
okay,
him.
Okay. So all you see is just motions coming from whatever that is.
Don't see it? Okay.
Right. Yeah, they're not going to look at it either. They're going to they go over there with their billy clubs and they just basically smash it to pieces. You can watch it as they do it because you're not going to. Yeah, as they break the glass, as the glass shatters, the image just vanishes. And so they busted it up, busted it real good. Okay.
Bye demons.
Okay. None of the cops seem to be able to believe what's going on. Dr. Strong seems pretty shaken by this. Smith came with you too. He's also pretty shook up. So they escort you back. They can escort you back up. You wanted to go see the safe again, Caitlin?
Yeah.
The little man is done. He actually managed to open the combination, and he's got the combination now. He's got the safe open for the police, and he has not touched anything on the inside. And actually, White left a man with him. So, no, White left a man outside with the paddy wagon to watch the papers.
Okay. Hey, we're here to look in the safes and see what's there.
Yeah. The police are going to look with you. The cop's actually going to take the stuff out. You're the experts. So he'll be taking the stuff out. There is a leather bag, which he pours out onto the... Is there a desk in here? This is the bedroom, to the nightstand. Jingles. And there's gold coins, antique gold. There's actually 2 leather bags. One looks nice. It's got antique gold coins. The other one looks ratty and has even more of these antique gold coins. There is an account book, which that White seems to be really interested in that. There's a manila folder, which he opens up, and then he gives it a glance and he hands it off to you. It's a typed manuscript inside. It's maybe 10 pages, and it says here in a typed to make things easier for future reference, a spell to create a scrying window. That's what it reads. And then there's a lot of instructions on creating, it looks like some kind of mosaic glass window for looking into other time periods and other places.
This may have been the thing that they smashed in there that was mosaic.
Yeah. But I feel pretty good for breaking that thing. So,
Are you gonna quick look through these things while other stuff is going on, Kaitlyn? Or are you gonna save it for later or what? Yeah. Okay. There's some handwriting at the
look
end.
for like any notes on like the seaboat bit.
Not yet. There's still more stuff in the safe. He's just pulled that out and handed that off to you so far. And he's pulling more stuff out.
Glancing through frame more clues and stuff.
There's a note. There's a handwritten note at the end of the scrying window thing, and it says aim for 900 million years in the past. Is what's scribbled across the bottom.
that's a long time.
I think that I might be slightly off there, but if I am, I'll retro it and fix it later. There is another manila folder which he also has pulled out. You're looking at the scrying stuff, so he's handing that to you. Or no, he opens it and he kind of peeks at it, and then he hands it off to you. The manila folder is marked creation technique, and it looks like it's thick. It's over 100 pages. Your guess is this is how to create proto-Shoggoth stuff.
Yeah.
There might be other information in there as well.
I might want to keep this and research it.
The full title of the manuscript is Intracellular Transformation Pathways.
This looks very interesting.
It looks like it's in English too. So,
Nice. How convenient.
there's markings for drugs, for all that kind of stuff. Finally, he pulls out a small silver triangle. It looks like a medallion. It's on a chain. You can. Do either of you have Cthulhu mythos?
No.
Nobody's gone crazy?
No.
Okay, so you guys have no clue what that is either. And he doesn't know either. Oh, there's also a book on the night table, covered in dust, that you guys notice now that you have time to actually look around.
What does it say?
We'll pick it up, and the front piece reads, An Inquiry into the Hermetic Mysteries with Dissertations on the More Celebrated of Alchemical Philosophers by Mary South, published in London, 1850. White is busy looking at the account book, and he's finding, he says, yep, there seems to be, there's no way that this asylum would be paying for the expenditures that Frank was making.
Well,
Diesel generators, that's why he was lab supplies, bats, sealed tanks, electrical equipment. All right, experts.
This looks like a front.
this looks like, yeah, he wasn't really running an asylum, was he?
No, he was running rum or something. What, yeah, bats, why else would you
Extra
need it?
dimensional run.
We're not going to go into that.
Um,
All right, you say Fragan's dead, right?
yes, we melted him. He was a monster.
He's totally gone.
We melted
Strong
him.
kind of nods his head. He's like, there's no way Dr. Fragan could have left that room without me seeing him. I was only 2 doors down in the hall.
He
There's
is
bars
dead.
on all the windows. There were no other doors to that room either.
We melted him.
Had to be done.
He was going to, his
I'm not
arm
accusing you.
was squishing out of his body to punch us.
Self-defense.
Yeah, and he got a full explanation from you guys about Fragan like squishing people.
Got his arms going to attack us, and it's self-defense.
All right.
We had to.
You cannot testify to that in court.
We had to melt his
It's a
face.
shame that Dr. Fragan disappeared. It's a
But
good thing that we got some of his cohorts, and he kind of looks towards one of the windows, or towards the front of the building, where you're guessing a paddy wagon is probably sitting full of squatters. What do you suggest we do about that room and all that junk down there?
well,
Did someone turn off the generators?
No, not that you guys saw.
They should turn off the generators.
we'll probably have to keep
We
it
can
under
do that.
very tight surveillance because there is another portal down there that we don't know
Yeah.
where it is. So
That other design on the wall.
yeah,
Yeah, that's another portal, I think.
Okay.
I mean,
All
it
right.
makes
All
sense.
right.
We can go through it, but I kind of want to rest and
You, ma'am, are in no. You're a woman. That's what he says. And you're in no condition to go anywhere. It's the times, you know.
I know.
That's kind of the what. And
I'm in no shape, but I can use the
Alright.
time to research these books that we found.
well, we got to find out where that other secret door goes, the portal, whatever you want to call it.
Can we wait on that so we can get rested up?
We need to.
No. I need to take some officers through there and figure out what's
Alright,
going on.
well, if you die, it's your fault.
Good luck, officer.
Okay, so what he's going to arrange is to have the people that were in there taken to the police office, and then they'll give him 4 deputies, 5 officers total, in addition to himself to go through. He's going to deputize both of you guys, and what he's going to do is he's going to give you. Do you know how to handle a gun?
I've been hunting in my day.
Alright. They come back with a pump shotgun for you, and he gives you a pistol. He wants you two to wait in the lab. No, he wouldn't deputize you. Right. He wants you to wait in the lab,
Give me a gun.
just in case. Yeah.
Give me
No, he wouldn't. Not in the
guns.
1920s. He would not. He wouldn't. He's going to go through with his men, the other doorway. Try to figure out where it goes. If anybody else comes through,
Point my
stop
wheelchair
him.
in the right direction.
Yeah, that's all he's going to do. And what happens is they do go through. When they come back, he says that they were in the squatters' camp, in this building in the middle of the squatters' camp, and none of the squatters are there.
Oh, crazy.
Although they have been noted around town. His men are very disturbed by the whole situation.
That's crazy.
And so then he also, again, wants both of your advice on what to do
We should.
about everything. Like these doors, how do we turn them off? How do we...
I don't know if they have one.
I would just assume to erase the patterns on both sides, and then that should close off this whole area.
This awful place. All right.
Yeah,
On both sides. Okay.
on both sides.
And so he arranges to do that. You guys have taken everything out of that place except for like the weird chemicals and crap.
Actually, I'm kind of interested in those chemicals and stuff.
You can look at them. You've got to run the place right now. You're police consultants or whatever you
Yeah.
want to call yourself.
Those vats of chemicals,
Yeah.
I'm sort of interested, and I don't like pile them on my lap. And
The vats are big. They're like
like
big vats of chemicals.
I think we should take them out and ask that historian what's up with them. Like that.
Yeah, we're
historian
gonna go-
that's not a part of it.
Oh,
Consult.
it was probably easier to bring him down here, to be quite honest. Or you could just talk to him.
Yeah, we
We're gonna go consult with our consultant.
Okay. Before
our
you go,
source.
what are your names? He wants it. The chief constable wants your names, addresses, how to get in touch with you, where you work, everything. He wants all this information.
All right,
You notice he's not filling out a police report of it. He is just writing it down on a piece of paper.
okay, we tell him. I tell him everything.
Okay. So
Yeah.
he's written down your contact information.
I
You tell
give
him.
him my honest contact
Okay.
information.
So he can contact both of you guys now. You know how to contact him.
Yes.
They are going to hold. Did you want them to hold off on closing these portals?
Until we talk to our
Okay. Until you talk to us again, we won't do anything. He's going to leave a couple men in there. He tells you to be careful, though. There's been a lot of reports of the squatters being in town, like walking around, like they're looking for somebody in town. So he warns you about that.
It's okay. We have protection.
Yeah, you mind
Got
if I
my
carry
bag.
keep
Oh,
the shotgun on me?
Yes, you can't keep the shotgun. He left it with you in case something went terribly wrong and you had to fight for your life. But they take the shotgun. Kaitlyn, you're probably gonna have to drive. He is in no condition to drive. And you're gonna have a little trouble too, because everything is stick shift back then. So yeah, it can be done. It's just tricky. You have to drive kind of slow. You guys get back to your apartment where Jeffrey Corn is. There's the radio's on as usual, and he's reading some of these books that you don't know where he got them from.
Where do you get these books?
Hmm?
Listen,
That
Jeffrey.
gentleman across the hall.
Yeah, he's a pretty nice guy. But we
So,
went back to
we
the
found
asylum,
stuff.
and
And the cops let you keep those 2 manila folders that you were looking at.
I guess
One of you could have snatched the medallion if you wanted. It was just laying there, to be quite honest.
Well, if they weren't gonna take it out,
It got put down, and if you wanted to snatch it, it would not be hard just to take it when nobody was looking. Okay, so you got the medallion. Did you grab the book off the table, Caitlin? That little bound book.
Yeah.
Okay, so you could have grabbed that too.
Almost get all
You guys
those
are experts.
senses.
This apparently has nothing to do with the case that they're going to be able to bring to court, so they probably didn't care. Yeah. Okay. Sorry to interrupt. So
we're just
you've got all that junk with you.
yeah, we're just going info dump.
Yeah, we just
Oh,
tell
yeah,
them
okay, you
everything
can do that.
on,
Okay.
and blah blah blah.
All right. Yeah. It sounds like the vats and stuff are proto-shoggoth from making proto-shoggoths out of people. The biggest vat probably has material in it. The thing that you saw was a scrying window to millions of years ago, hundreds of millions of years ago, when the elder things made shoggoths.
Yeah, I kind of destroyed it in a haste.
It's probably a good idea because sometimes those who are who can discern such things might be able to see back through to this time period. And though there's no way to get through it, it's possible that magic spells could be cast through it.
Well, I guess I did the right thing for now.
The create scrying window it looks, from what you tell me, that it is a spell that has been written out for your convenience, for whoever's convenience to be able to cast. The second manila folder, he scans it very briefly, and it looks like most of the information that he gave to Fragan about all the ways to basically create shoggoths. And you show him the medallion, he's like, oh, yeah, this will aid one in dismissing creatures that shouldn't be in this world.
No, that's good to have.
If you have the spell, this will help you with it. What else did you... Pardon me?
What's the spell?
Oh, there are numerous dismissal spells, from dismissing gods to dismissing simple creatures in some cases.
What's the spell for dismissing shoggoths?
I don't believe there is one.
Dang it.
But there shouldn't be any more shoggoths. Not in this.
Yeah, but if he's been like creating more, that could be an issue.
I would guess that there's shoggoth material in that largest container, the sealed one that you told me about.
like shoggoth embryo.
Yeah. Okay. Wait. In the laboratory, the secret lab. Okay. Yeah. It's probably very dangerous, but I would guess it's mindless at this point. If you let it out, it would probably try to kill everything around it. If you don't let it out, it won't.
Good thing I didn't touch it.
What other questions did you have? If Fragan's dead, he also would say that it's probably time for you to call the police, let them know that you found him, so he can return to his family and continue with his own little thing that he's doing.
Okay.
But that's up to y'all. You're the adults here.
Well, we tell Jeffrey, like, what should we do now? Like, how do we stop this? Should we just destroy it all and it's all put away, or should we hunt down all the squatters and kill them, or do you think there's more?
He has no idea about the squatters. You guys just talked about closing the gates. If you close the gates to that little hole,
yeah, we just want to consult you for.
Then it shouldn't be. Yeah.
To get you like.
If you destroy the gate on either side, it will shut it down.
Yeah, that's what we assumed. And but is there anything in that lab that you require for your historic records?
No. No, he doesn't need anything in the asylum. He never wants to see that place again.
Well, all right. I guess we know what we need to do.
We just destroy the portals, and the whole thing will just shut down.
Yeah.
There will definitely not be another monster to attack us.
Ever. We've saved the world.
Well, for now.
Hooray. For now. You guys seen weird stuff.
Let's get the deputies help with this just in case.
Right. No, I'm assuming that you guys aren't going to go in there all busted up and try to... Yeah, okay. So you contact White and tell him basically that if he destroys the gates on this side, it'll seal up the place. And he has the deputies basically smash down the little squatter house where the gate was. And on this side, they basically take sledgehammers and chisels to it to smash the wall to pieces. is what he tells you. And in the next few days, you read in the paper that there was that the squatter camp was raided and burned down. Is what it comes down to. Dr. Frayden was found has disappeared, but is thought to have been behind a rum-running organization that was dealing with squatters. And these squatters, any people seen that are known from that area, please blah 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 blah. You two were also in the newspaper as having found. Well, it depends. Do you guys want to remain anonymous for Jeffrey Corin?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well,
So Jeffrey Corin was found. Blah 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 blah. Hooray! His family is very happy. And he's been completely cured. Yay!
Yes, mother. I am completely normal.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm fine, mother. I'm fine. Over the next few weeks, what it turns out is Dr. Strong ends up taking control. And with Dr. Friggin gone, Dr. Strong kind of takes over the institute, over the asylum, in order to try to continue its good works of the cures that were done. And yeah, pretty much that. You each get a check. Turns out that Jeffrey Corin's family was quite rich. That's how they could afford home sanitarium. They'd have to be. You each receive a check because your names are given to them, if not to the police. And you each receive a check for $1,000.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Nice.
And their eternal thanks from the Corins.
Nice.
Captain Scott is arrested and executed. No. Okay.
I'm gonna write down friends the what's his name?
Corins. Quarrens of where the heck are they from? Say it's Providence. They probably would have put him in a local sanitarium. You could know Jeffrey Corin too. And before he left, when you contacted the police about, wow, we found him, yay. He asked you not to tell anyone about him. That the things that he wanted to do here and now would cause no harm to anybody. It was just information.
I believe you.
And he says he doesn't want to threaten you, but his own people are very secretive, and if they think that you're going to reveal their secrets, they'll try to stop you.
Dang. Alright.
They won't kill you, but they will try to stop you in some way, shape, or form. And he would rather it doesn't come down to that, because he thanks you. He thanks you for helping him, because Friggin obviously was a large detriment to my mission. That's basically what he says, how he describes it.
Good
Okay.
luck in your mission. Our loss of speed.
No. No. Anyway, okay, so the check marks that you made under your skills. Kaitlyn's never done this before. For your skills, if you want to make it. Yeah, you want to make a roll, and you want to roll higher than the skill. So you want to fail the skill check.
I think I still have checks from last game.
That's a success. So erase that. That doesn't go up anymore. You probably have checks from several games because this took 4 sessions to actually complete this. You got some other checks too.
Did I?
Spot hidden.
Spot hidden.
So you want to roll higher than 45%. 68 is higher. And it's 1d10. Roll a d10 and add it to the 45. So 9 points. Jeez. So that goes up to 54.
Yeah.
Nice. And then erase the check. You also succeeded at library use. I remember you doing that.
I need to remember to check.
Yes, and I try to remind people, but I often forget. So you want to roll over 75. 73, so close. So that one's not going up. And I don't think you used anything else.
No.
Oh, credit rating.
Credit rating?
Didn't you use credit rating at one point? No, credit rating doesn't go up. Credit rating's different.
Did we do this last time?
We haven't done this
because
since this character. Yeah, so
John,
yeah, definitely check those.
Occult and Persuade.
Yeah, check all the ones that we check.
And axe, I used my
You can
axe.
actually just totally erase these. You don't
Oh,
need
I
that
don't need
information
those
anymore.
anymore?
But our
Yes, axe. You did something with your axe, so yes, you can always check weapons too. Kaitlyn, did you actually hit anybody when you shot them with the shotgun?
I think I did.
I thought you did too. So make a roll against shotgun, 30%.
Right.
See
I
if
failed my climb, so I
so
get
it goes
to
up D10.
Nope.
24. Darn.
a D10 or
It's a D10. It's D6 is in Superworld. It's D10 in Cthulhu.
That's
Cthulhu has kind of a high. You're gonna get 1.
one.
Thank you. And in Super Bowl we check after every game session. In this, it's only
I
after
remember
every
kicking
scenario.
and hitting
Okay.
that box. Does that count?
Did you have to?
I don't know.
You did have to roll. And yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead and check that.
I'm gonna kick
Jump.
31.
Out of 25.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Make
I
you can
failed
raise
my
that.
jump.
D10.
Yes. It'll always go up to D10. 3 points.
Okay.
4 points.
8.
Okay.
28.
I'm gonna grab the sheet of paper that says how much sanity you guys get back.
Yeah.
Freaking Bo always misses out on getting finishing scenarios.
60. Yeah.
Time for occult knowledge.
Did those go up?
Good. Yeah.
Failed my
60 and 20.
Good God, you fist one up 10. Nice.
Yeah. I got
occult
a 0.
4.
So the better you are at something, the harder it is to improve. Whereas
Yeah,
if you're
that
not very
makes
good at
sense.
something and you succeed, you've learned from that.
Persuade.
Okay, that
That's
was
right. You made your persuade check.
Failed.
8 points.
Yeah, I failed my persuade checks.
What is your persuade?
70.
70. It happens.
23.
I thought you made one of them.
Did I?
You failed both of them. That's right. No, you failed them both.
So it's very unconvincing.
You didn't do any shooting, did you, Logan?
No.
You can erase this guy here too.
His innocent face. Anyone would believe
I love
that.
that picture.
Anyone would believe her.
So white is going to keep you guys out of any kind of involvement in this.
No, for the.
Uh-oh. The big one. 56 out of what?
I mean-
75. Okay, so
That's
that's
pretty good.
all right. So destroying Dr. Fragan is worth a 10-sided die. Roll a 10-sided die and add that to your sanity. Your current sanity 8.
Me too.
Yeah.
7.
Oh, that's good for you, Logan.
Yeah.
Okay. Saving the inmates. Yeah. You guys get another D10 for that. Jeez, Kaitlyn. You can go over your initial sanity too.
I can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Destroying the squatter camp is another D10 because you guys were involved with destroying it. Jeez, Kaitlyn. Holy crap.
Oh, just a solid D10.
Yeah, another D10.
6.
This took us 4 sessions, and you guys took a lot of sanity hits for this.
Yeah, I did.
Killing the things in the cave. You didn't do that. That wasn't worth very much, but they're sealed up anyway. Well,
We destroyed that portal.
you can go ahead and give yourself another D4 for basically sealing up that cave. Yeah, give yourself a D4.
3.
That's a 3.
Okay? And freeing, what's his name? The kid is worth another D6.
Nice. 5. I'm up to 70.
Caitlin's
Up
up
to
to
60.
60, and she started at 35.
Nice.
She rolled nothing but 9s, 8s, 9s, and 10s for her sanity recovery. This was very good for your character's mental well-being, Kaitlyn. The horrible things that you have stopped will no
I saw
longer.
someone blown away in front of me, but it's okay.
Well,
It's okay.
maybe not that far, but at least you know you have stopped terrible things from happening, and the asylum is under the control of someone who can be trusted.
Hit
I never made
points.
my
Do
throw.
theirs go back up to 9 hit points?
Yes. By the time of the next scenario, it's going to be a few months, and you'll totally heal up.
Did you level up your throw?
Me? Did
Oh, that's right. You splashed that
Oh,
dude in
I
the
threw
face.
the thing.
Yeah.
Splash him right in the face. There's-
So there you go. Logan, did you get most of your points back then?
Yeah, and then some.
Good.
I got it.
Well, there was actually no sanity. This is a really old scenario, and it's before they started giving people back sanity after scenarios. So I made those up on my own, but I don't think that was excessive considering all the awful things that you saw.
Yeah.
And Kaitlyn just rolled like, oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, I rolled okay. Yeah, nice.
All right. So comments, questions, suggestions. What did you guys think?
That was a lot of fun, and I love this game.
Yay!
Yeah.
I'm glad. I know with 2 people it's a little tougher.
Yeah, I got a little slow at times. Just because we both
Just for
have to
2
role
people,
play.
but like, I think it was fun trying to, us both like having 0 experience in this stuff and trying to like be like, yeah, we're here to investigate a thing.
You kept cracking up.
I
Roll the kid, roll the kid.
couldn't take
It
it.
was super cute.
I was trying to like picture it in my head. It's just so ridiculous. It's,
I'm
The
glad
2 of you
ridiculous.
sitting in that room, your hair's all done up weird, and you're
it's
squinting the whole time. And we're
Well, I was
we-
dressed-
we-
I was
like to
dressed-
take a survey.
I was dressed like a little like babushka, like with the scarf
Oh,
over
that's
your
right.
head, and like
Yeah.
so no one would notice me.
Staff, Dr. Strong,
Thank God my character didn't die.
Jeffrey
Yeah.
Corin. What'd you think of my newspaper article?
It was good.
Yay!
I was like, when did you type this?
Did you read that yourself?
I did that yesterday, actually, or the day before yesterday. It did not take as long as I thought. Yeah. All right, we're gonna turn off all the recording equipment.
That's a lot of